All right, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can use Google Sheets to create a stat plot. From that, generate a regression line, get the regression equation, and also get the correlation coefficient for that regression line. So what I've done, I've already got some data in here. This is from MLB data from last season. What I have in this first column, the number of games each team won. The second column, the total attendance for each of those teams at their home games. So what I'm going to do is I want to see, is there a correlation between the number of games the team wins and their home attendance? So what you'd want to do is you type in your data, and to generate a regression equation, we want to highlight all that data, and then we're going to insert a chart, and we want to insert a stat plot. So if you don't see it as the default one selected, it should show up in here and you can select that. And here is a plot of our data. The next thing that we want to do is to get the regression equation. For the sake of this, I'm just going to use linear regression. And so you would select Advanced Edit. And at the bottom of your editing options, there's this trend line option. And you have a couple different options. Like I said, for this one, I'm just going to use linear. And you can see a preview right here. Now, what I want to do is, I said we wanted to get the equation. So right here for label, I'm going to switch that, and the label of this line is just going to be the equation. And now we have our regression equation right there. And R squared is our correlation coefficient. So I'm going to check that, hit update, and here is the equation. Here's our trend line, our regression line, and there is the correlation coefficient. A number of things about this. Remember, the equation is in the form y equals mx plus b. And so this 30,313 would be our would be m, which is the slope of the line, and then this 4,300 right here is the y-intercept. So that's where it crosses the y-axis. Correlation coefficient is 0.282. Remember to be able to say that this regression equation is a good fit for the data. You want it to be close to a value of 1. The closer it is to 0, the worse the fit is. It does look like some of the data might be linear. It has a little bit of those patterns, but because the regression equation or the correlation coefficient is 0.28, it really is this line's not a great predictor or a good fit for this data. So what we conclude about this is there's really not much of a linear correlation between the number of wins that a team has and their actual attendance at home games.